When you are trying to describe the taste of a dish, what vocabulary will come to your mind? Most people will think of the typical five tastes, including sweet, salt, bitter, sour, and umami. When receptors on the surface of taste bud cells are activated by food and trigger the taste nerves in the brain, humans develop a sense of taste for experiencing a tasty spaghetti with meatball or fried chicken tender. But the tongue does much more than that. It also senses temperature and pressure, as well as chemicals that mimic these two sensations, which are found in many foods. And the resulting wacky taste sensation is called chemothesis. And you probably taste some of these flavors every day. The sensory experience I'm going to introduce today has many weird taste sensations associated with it. It is eating the hotpot. Hotpot is a traditional Chinese food that has this flavorful broth served inside of a large metal pot. The broth is brought to a boiling point and left simmering for the duration of the meal. Raw ingredients, such as meat and vegetables, are placed into the simmering broth and thus cooked. The cooked pieces are dipped into dipping sauces for additional flavors. The main sort of taste we are looking for inside of the broth are spicy and numb, which are given by the red hot chili pepper and Sichuan peppercorn. So why do we say that those two senses are weird? This is because those two tastes are caused by special chemicals that work on our tongue, in which sense spiciness is more like a pain than a taste, triggered by capsaicin found in foods. Consuming spicy items activates TRPV1 receptors in our mouth, which are primarily involved in detecting heat. These receptors are meant to discourage us from eating items that are physically hot. When the chemical engages these receptors, we feel a sensation similar to touching something as hot as boiling water. However, this discomfort is merely a deceptive response from our nervous system, as spicy food does not possess any actual hot. Then how do scientists measure the spiciness then? In 1912, Wilbur Scoville, a pharmacist, developed a scale to quantify the spiciness of chili peppers, known as the Scoville scale. The scale measures the heat level in Scoville heat units, SHU, reflecting the human sensitivity to the chemical found in hot chilies. According to the Scoville scale, bell peppers are at the very start with an SHU of 0. Jalapeno peppers vary from 2,500 to 10,000 SHU. In comparison, the heat of Tabasco peppers falls between 25,000 and 50,000 units, while habanero chilies ranges from 100,000 to 350,000 SHU. You may ask, if spiciness is a pain, then why would we like to pursue it? Psychiatrist Paul Bloom writes, philosophers have often looked for the defining features of humans: language, rationality, culture, and so on. I will stick with this. Man is the only animal that likes Tabasco sauce. Some specialists believe that humans are drawn to chili peppers due to their health benefits, including lowering blood pressure. Additionally, the intense sensation from eating chili peppers can help cover other types of pain. There's also a theory that consuming chili peppers offers a type of excitement like the thrill of a roller coaster. Mind over body. My body thinks I'm in trouble and I might die, but I know I'm not. Then how about numbness? The sensation is attributed to a compound called sansho. Interestingly, sansho targets and binds to specific channels in the neuron membranes within the tongue that are sensitive to touch, creating an illusion of tactile sensation. A study conducted in 2013 explored this phenomenon by applying the substance to volunteers' lips and then using the devices to tap their fingertips at various frequencies. Participants were asked to identify which frequency most closely matched the sensation produced by the peppercorn. The consistent response was approximately 50 hertz, leading researchers to conclude that a certain type of nerve is responsible for the sensation, one that is sensitive to that particular frequency. I personally love hotpot a lot. I think the pain it brings to me is good enough for me to forget about other pains in my life temporarily. I found myself eating hotpot every time when I'm stressful. So I think my question for the class will be, do you find yourself fond of eating spicy? Or is it too overwhelming for you? Thank you. Mind over body. My body thinks I'm in trouble and I might die, but I